Android N is that they've updated multitasking so you can have more than one app open at a time. It works both on phones and on tablets, so you'll see I hit this multitasking button and it pops up really quickly. You can still quit stuff, but what you do is you hold down on the little bar at the top, you drag it up to the top, and ta-da, all of a sudden you're multitasking. You can resize the things, you can open up the other app in the other window, and so on. If you go back to the home screen, the second app that you have open actually shoots up to the nav bar at the top, which is kind of clever. And so if I open up, say, downloads here, it hops back down. And so it works pretty well. It also will work in landscape. Basically, it just copies the portrait landscape stuff that most Android apps are capable of doing. That said, it can be a little bit buggy, although I will note that we got it to work pretty well with third-party apps just out of the box before eventually we got to a crash. So this is pretty early, but it's great to see Android finally handle this. Really happy about that. The next big change you're going to notice is in the notification shade. So these notifications look a little bit different than they used to, and they also have a lot more information inside them. So you can still drag down on any notification with more information to look at it. One finger or two finger drag. You can also reply directly to people from the notification shade for any app if a developer builds it in the same way that Hangout does. And you may have noticed these icons up at the top. This is a little thing that Google seems to have borrowed from Samsung. These are the quick settings. They're there right away when you pull down. You can also pull down again to expand them into the old quick settings mode. And it's paginated, and you can edit it to move stuff in and out of it as you like. So we can take hotspot, put it back into the main quick settings, and now there's a hotspot there. So that is pretty neat. And speaking of settings, I want to show a couple things to you. So you can actually now just hold down on one of these quick settings to jump right into the settings for that thing. So I jumped right into Wi-Fi. If I go into the entire settings here, you'll see that they list a lot more information. It tells you what Wi-Fi network you're on, what is going on with everything here. It even gives you little suggestions if you want to, you should set up a screen lock, you should change the wallpaper. And there's another feature called Data Saver, which you can go in here and you can turn that on, and it will restrict apps from using too much data, and you can even choose which apps are allowed to use however much they want here. So we'll be playing a lot more with that feature soon. Some stuff that's a little bit harder to show you, there is a new version of Doze that is able to work even if it's in your pocket and you're moving around, so that should really help with battery life. And you can see here in the battery meter here, it shows you how much time is left right from the notification shade, which is pretty cool. So I gotta say, overall, I'm actually really impressed with this build of Android N. The animations are way faster, everything seems snappier, and I know that this is a fresh, brand new device and everything's always nice in a brand new device, but it really looks good. Now, the important thing to know is this is not everything there is to know about Android N. Google says there's going to be much more that they're going to tell us about it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do that at the Google I/O conference in May, and you can guarantee that we're going to be there live to tell you all about it. If you want to know more about Android or see some other stuff that we've done, you should definitely check us out on YouTube and hit that subscribe button.